How do everybody? How y'all doing? I thought I'd go live for just a few minutes this afternoon. Been in the shop all day. I hadn't shaved in a week. So it is what it is. Let's see. We live. Says we are. Anybody here? What's that old saying? I'll wait. Been a hard couple of days. I've been working real hard in the shop. I've got steel in the forge. I got steel on the bench. I got steel in the grinder. And I've got steel at the drill press. So, been going at it. Hey, Blake. How are you, my friend? I almost thought about going fishing this morning, but it started raining. There's a wind advisory here. Wind advisory, small craft, stay in port. It's really windy, and they just make no point in even trying when it gets like that. Hey, thank you, Blake. Let me see. I remember. Yeah, I remember. I'm glad you like those. They're good using every day, all kind of stuff using knives. That's what I build. Hey, Rusty. I ain't liking it nary a bit. Now it's turned off cold, the winds are blowing. It just stopped raining just a few minutes ago. It's raining here a while ago. But the rain don't bother me as much as the wind does. When it's cold and the wind blowing, I just, I can't take it. So good deal, Blake. 7. Man, that's good. That's a good deal. I guess your freezer's full. Hey, the most I ever done in 1 year was 3. And 3 deer in the freezer here is meat for a year and a half. Because just me and Mama here nowadays. But yeah, that's great. Very, very good to hear. Eric. Hey, Eric. It's going, brother. It is going as good as it can go. No complaints. I finally got over the crud and all that crap, and I feel good. Just tired because I spent all day. Got out to the shop probably about 7:30 this morning. I normally get to the shop about 4:30 or 5. But the last couple of mornings it's been cold and windy and rainy, and I just sort of slept in. Clarence. Oh, Clarence is in the house. How you doing, brother? I sure will. I'll take you fishing just as soon as you can get here. We'll go fishing. I might even take you to the secret spot where all the fish live. Yep, fishing is good for us. It's good for everybody. I just have not had a chance to go. I'm telling you, the weather just will not cooperate. Excuse me. Now, still working on the big 50 motor for the boat. I can go without that. I mean, the little motor's on there. Everything's set up to go. It will go. But now when the big 50 gets on there, it's going to go out for sure for a test and all that kind of stuff. But I got to have the weather. I've got to have conditions. Am I a fair weather fisherman nowadays? Yeah, I didn't used to be, but I am now. Because when it's right to go, that's when I got to go, and it ain't been right for a long time. But come on, Clarence, you come right on, brother. Yeah, Eric, I've been watching the weather up that way. I got several friends up that way, up in that general direction, and they're telling me the same things: rain, high water. The dams are in bad shape as far as getting close to them, which dams scare the crap out of me because I've never fished around them. We don't have them around here. Did anybody see the thing about the high school fishing team that went out last weekend? There was two high school kids on the team. And their dad was with them. One of their dads was with them in his 40s. And what I saw on the news is that the motor wouldn't crank at the boat ramp, but they decided to go anyway with just the trolling motor. Apparently, they got too close to the dam, and it sucked the boat through one of the spillways. They found the boat 14 miles downriver, and they've been looking for bodies ever since. That's one thing. Them dams just scared the crap out of me. But if that's the whole story, then if your motor don't crank, don't go in that kind of situation, in my opinion. But I don't know about it. But excuse me, I feel bad for the families and the boys. Man, that's a bad deal. Hey, Chip, where you been? I hadn't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Let's see. I think last time I talked to you, I think you had a good trapping season. I think. Well, I hope you did anyway. If any of y'all know me from any length of time, you know my memory is just out there somewhere. Yeah, Eric, that was sad. That just makes you not even want to go fish for the day. There's Master Sergeant Jim. Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Hope everything's going well up there in your part of the country. I promise y'all I hadn't coughed all day until I turned the camera on. Hopefully I'll leave the lid off of that, because I'm going to need it here in a minute. Y'all, Master Sergeant Jim's been with me on my channel for a long, long time. Back from pretty close to the beginning, I believe. Army Master Sergeant, which is different from Air Force Master Sergeants. Right? Now I'm going to get in trouble. But, well, good deal, Master Sergeant. In the 50s, that's pretty good for y'all. Eric, tell Richard to read your mail. Which Richard? I see. Richard Jean, Master Sergeant Richard. I know another Richard too. Oh, Master Sergeant Jim, I'm sorry. I thought you was a Army Master Sergeant. Who is the? I've got an Army Master Sergeant that calls me sometime. I'm sorry. That's okay. No disrespect. You are you outrank me, so no matter. No disrespect. Sorry about that, Master Sergeant. Let's see. I got Master Sergeant Jim, Master Sergeant Michael, Master Sergeant Richard, the one y'all see every now and again on videos. One other Air Force Master Sergeant I know. My neighbor across the street is a Master Sergeant. Well, I apologize, I don't know Air Force rank like maybe I should, but he's a senior Master Sergeant. It's got all the stripes, everything you can get. He's just retired this year. Good guy, really good guy. Good neighbors. Okay, Eric, I'll mention that to him next time I talk to him. That's right, Master Sergeant Jim. We were all there. We all served. We all raised our right hand. Now we picket everybody. Well, especially us Army guys. We picket Air Force guys, Marines, especially the Navy guys. But if you're brave enough to get up in there and raise your right hand and serve, it don't matter if you serve 25 years or if you serve 4 years. Doesn't matter. You served. So if you do that, you're one of us. But we're still going to pick at you. But that's between us. And we'll pick at each other, but when the poop hits the fan, don't mess with none of us, because we will educate you. Let's see, Eric. Okay, yeah, I think did I answer that? Yeah, Eric, I'll tell him. I will mention that to him. Let's see, I'll probably talk at him tomorrow sometime. Mark, yep, Eau Clarence says he's a master of the BS. I have learned that in the last month or so. Clarence is a good old boy. The only thing is, good old boys are not in high demand nowadays, but they're still out there. Senior Master Sergeant E8, yeah, that's what my neighbor is across the street. He's he built the house across the road from us. They built a big, nice brick house. And I met him when they did that, probably 6, maybe 7 years ago. And he was going to retire. And then I talked with him, they was moving out. And anytime a good neighbor moves out, you get nervous, where y'all going, who's coming in. But if he re-enlisted one more time, depending on his job, which I don't know what that is, but that's something to do with airplanes and all that kind of stuff. He could re-enlist one more time, get of course a better retirement and all that out of it. And he had 20 plus, 24, 25 years, something like that, before he had to retire. And they left and stayed gone a couple of years, rented the house out to one sketchy type people. But anyway, they're back now. They've been back for over a year. He's fully retired from the Air Force, and he works somewhere. I'm not sure where. Somewhere on base, I imagine. But great neighbors. Great neighbors. You don't ever see them, coming and going. They wave. But I know good and well if I need him, if something happened, I can run over there and he would help me. And the same with him. He knows if he needs me, I'll be right there. But even though he is an Air Force guy. Now, my old buddy Master Sergeant that y'all used to see in videos all the time, he, I guess the colonel, his wife, the colonel, I guess she's got him busy. He don't ever come over anymore, but oh well, he's welcome. He is the only person besides my boys and my girls that has keys to the shop. So maybe he'll show up one day, and if he does, we'll put him on video. That's right, Master Sergeant Jim. We're all brothers. Hey, cousin Charles. How the heck are you? Good to see you. Cousin Jay, how are you? See, there you go live on TV and your family shows up. That's fine. That's fine. Danny. Hey, Danny. Where you been? I hadn't seen you in a long time. And when I say I hadn't seen y'all in a long time, y'all know y'all can send me an email every now and again. Some of you have my phone number. You can call me every now and again if you wanted to. I don't want to call y'all because y'all are always working or busy or something. That's right, Master Sergeant Jim. They are rough on us. Yeah, he's there. I text and chat back with him back and forth almost every day. Excuse me. We start off our day by insulting each other with all kind of obnoxious stuff privately. But he's probably watching right now, and he probably won't say nothing because he's scared. You old codger. I'll try to make him mad enough to say something. But good deal, Mark. You don't have to have served to be in our little clique. All we want is a little bit of respect for what we've done, no matter how big or small it is, and we're good. I know, Charles, it's rained all over the southeast. It just got done raining here. It rained off and on most of the day. Not a lot of rain, but just a little bit. We're under a wind advisory. Small craft stay in port is the warning. And I didn't have no problem with that. My small craft will stay under the shed. So. No, Cousin Jay, it rained up there. I mean, it snowed. That sounds pretty cool to me. Because I hadn't seen any snow in years. The last real snow that I had to shovel, I saw was when I was stationed in Colorado when I was in the Army. And we've had a little bit here and there, the last 20 years. Just dust, a little bit of dust. But for us, it's a big deal. Excuse me. Pardon me. See, Mike had snow and ass Friday, and it was 75 yesterday. It's been sort of that way here. It was 80 2 days in a row last week. We had air conditioner on. Then it went down into the 30s and froze. We had a freeze. Then it warmed back up, and then tonight it's supposed to be in the mid 30s. It's just it's weird. I don't know what it is, but that's the way it is. Nothing we can do about it. Cousin Jay, the best way to fix that Dodge is put it on a tow truck, take it down to the Chevrolet dealer, and get you a truck. That's the easiest way to fix that thing. Now, if you want to put ball joints on it, what I would do is call the tow truck, have them drag it down to the Chevrolet dealer, and get you a Chevrolet truck. Now, next time I get up there, he's not going to let me ride in it, but he's going to make me walk. Three Chevrolets to equal one Dodge. Well, that's simple. Just buy you 3 Chevrolets. Oh, Rusty got a Chevrolet back on the road, 2300. You had a transmission, didn't you? Was that you? Yeah, your transmission went out. It's not cheap to work on anything. That's why I do everything I can myself. But when it comes to something like that, like a transmission, or I can't do all that. Yeah, that's right, Jay. I remember you said you had over 1,000,000 miles on it. It's a good truck. It's a good truck. Because I did ride in it one time. We left the house and we came back, so that's pretty good. Just messing with you. Oh no, Rusty. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do. Oh, jeez. Then I have to put you in the same category with BC Truck and all them Ford guys. No, don't do that. Yeah, let's see. Mark put a fuel pump on the GMC. Well, that happens. They put electric. I had a 56 GMC pickup one time. And that one, I could not find a fuel pump for it, so I had to go with electric fuel pump. Never had any more trouble. I love that truck, and I wish I still had it. Yeah, Rusty, absolutely. Uh, let's think about next week, maybe. Let's see what the weather is next week. I hadn't looked at the long range forecast, but this week looks pretty much like once this little front went through, wind, wind, wind. Not so much rain for the rest of the week, I don't think. But let me know. Email me or something. Did I send you my phone number? I think I did. If I didn't, let me know and I will. Yeah, I did. Yeah, because we talked on the phone one day. Uh, Listen, if you want to go in the bay or the river, wherever, don't matter to me. As long as we get a pole in the water, I don't care. This time of the year, it is crappie time. It is striper time. Big stripers. The big stripers should be here, but we got to catch some bait. But I know where to do that too. But the thing about striper fishing is it takes, got to be patient. It takes a long time. Sometimes, put a bait out early in the morning, halfway through the day, you might get a bite. We'll see. We'll talk about it. That's right, Mark. 85 GMC, you can't beat them. You can't kill that truck. You're exactly right. Mine is a 95, 1995, and it cranks and goes every day. I've had to do some work to it, but I've got right at 300,000 miles on it. And since I've had it for maybe 10 years now. Put brakes on it once. I got to do brakes again. And I had to put a intake manifold gasket on it a while back, which there is a video on my YouTube channel of that. Excuse me. And that was just a couple of weeks before I went up and spent a week up at Cousin Jay's. I hadn't touched it since, motor-wise. Nothing. I hadn't even changed the oil since then, which I need to do. But yeah, all right, Rusty. Well, let's look at next week. One day next week. Just I'll look at the forecast. You look at it. And we'll see what we think. Okay, we can do that. I know how to catch crappies. I know where they're supposed to be, where they should be this time of year, and we'll go catch them. Now, I'm not against catching them and turning them back, but I like to catch a few to eat too. But we'll deal with all that when we get there. Pardon me. Here we go again. Let's see. Let's go maybe about 10 more minutes. And I've got to go get supper finished up before Mama gets home from work. All right, Rusty, I'll do it. I'll let you know. Oh, I am, Mark. I'm going to try that little ghost shrimp thing. I'm quite sure that will work. I don't see why it wouldn't. It looks awful good. Yeah, who's that? Darius. Darius. Bertha, where have you been? You another one of them guys that had just disappeared on me. Where you been? Good to see you. Supper is a chunk of old dead cow and some taters and carrots and something else in the crock pot. It smells good. So maybe I can eat it. All right, Mark. Good night, brother. I will yap at you later. Excuse me. All right, this was a unscheduled, just spur of the moment, jump on and go live. I thank you all very much for being here and chatting with me. I really do. And like I said, I've been in the shop all day long. I'm tired. I'm just about to get hungry. Mama will be home here just a little bit. Rusty pork chops, taters, and carrots. We had pork chops last night, I think it was. No, night before last. Excuse me. There ain't nothing better than a good old center cut pork chop. Unless it's 2 or 3 fried crappies and some bluegills and that kind of thing. But all right, I'm going to jump off of here. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for stopping by. I will be back tomorrow with on the YouTube, with some knives and a couple other things. I ain't got my glasses on either, so I can't see. That's why I'm leaning like this. Jay, you got to cook for yourself? Man, I tell you what, you're missing out, because your mama cooks very well. Very, very well. Run there and get you some sardines and crackers or something like that. And when she gets home, beg her to make you something to eat. All right, Dwayne. Hey, Dwayne. By the way, we're just jumping off. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. I appreciate all of y'all, and I will see y'all the next time I see you. See, which button do I push? That one. And that one.